The man never expected that his legendary spear could eliminate enemies from miles away. As long as the target was within 1,000 miles, he could strike without being detected. But that wasn't all. His spear had another unique ability. Once it struck one target, it would materialize repeatedly within a 100-meter radius of that target, slaying all enemies in its path. In just 2.5 minutes, he wiped out an entire human army from a distance. Yet despite this, the humans showed no intention of retreating. Because of this, the elf clan leader proposed to Jack that the elves join the next battle. Jack agreed with the idea, but he knew they couldn't charge in blindly. From his observations, the enemy's main camp had nearly 2,000 troops, while their own forces, even with the elves, numbered only 650. What's more, his reconnaissance clone overheard unexpected news. The 8 heroes of humanity would join the next battle. The 8 heroes were the strongest combat unit, 8 individuals blessed by the gods. Not only were they immensely powerful, each possessed uniquely troublesome abilities. This forced Jack to devise a tactical plan. At dawn before the final battle, Jack gathered all his troops. While they created a diversion, he and his summoned skeletons would strike the human command center, and so the battle began. Though the command post was heavily guarded, it was no match for Jack's skeleton army. Notably, before the fight, Jack had created clones disguised as slimes hidden inside the skeletons. This allowed the skeletons to survive in sunlight without turning to dust. While Jack fought the human forces, he spotted a distinctive figure approaching. One of the 8 heroes, Philip the Carrion insect hero.
もし暇なら僕が次のお相手しましょうか
In an instant, Philip's aura shifted. His eyes transformed into compound insect eyes. To his surprise, Jack showed no fear at his appearance. From the earlier combat, Philip deduced Jack was the one who had been decimating their troops, ruining his vacation in the process. Though his manner seemed childish, the pressure he emitted was no joke. Just as Jack braced for a tough fight, Philip took out 3 strange bottles. He scattered their contents, and something unbelievable happened. The soldiers Jack had slain earlier stirred back to life, but these weren't ordinary zombies. They weren't affected by sunlight, behaving more like parasitic bioweapons. Yet Philip didn't attack immediately. Instead, he explained the difference between a hero and a champion. A hero excels in individual combat, but remains just one person. A champion may not match a hero one-on-one, but when commanding over 100 troops, they can surpass any hero. The moment he finished speaking, the zombies transformed again, turning into insectoid humanoids. Before launching a coordinated assault on Jack, caught off guard, Jack was quickly surrounded. But what happened next stunned Philip. He expected Jack to handle the insects, but not with such ease. The sight excited Philip, but only briefly. He doubted Jack could handle his next creation. In a flash of light, a massive centipede emerged, so large that Goblin and her allies in the distance mistook its arrival for an earthquake. The creature was terrifyingly fast and immensely powerful. Before Jack could react, it had already immobilized him. Philip swelled with pride. This was one of his proudest pets, a famous calamity-class monster. Normally, he sent it on covert missions, but this time, he brought it along. Even a trace of its venom could paralyze internal organs instantly. Though impressed Jack was still alive, Philip knew he'd been heavily poisoned. As the toxin spread, Jack's fate seemed sealed. After praising the centipede, Philip sent it back to its mission. But as soon as it left, something shocking happened. Jack had vanished. Suddenly, a deadly intent locked onto Philip. It was Jack, somehow still alive. Though caught off guard, Philip dodged easily thanks to his compound eyes. After putting distance between them, he demanded to know how Jack had survived. Jack didn't explain that the dead body was a crafted clone. With the centipede gone, Philip had to resort to another trump card. But first, he dropped a bombshell. Even if Jack could fight him evenly, it meant nothing, because Philip was only